kay Sir Joel Torre po. Question ko lang po, you've won a lot of awards na rin po here in the Philippines po, Best Actor and Supporting Actor. Can you share with us your experience po on winning naman abroad sa Puchon, 17 Puchon Awards?
Actually, pumunta kami ng Korea sa Puchon just to enjoy. Kasi alam namin na for competition on the job. But we went there, hindi ko alam na doon sa category pala ng Best Actor. Tinatanong ko direct, ano bang category? May crush. What? I don't know, hindi ko alam. O, sige. So we were there enjoying ourselves until the last day. Naiwan kami. I was looking at the program. Tapos pinunta ako si Direk Eric. Direk, meron pa ng Best Actor category. So, all the time, we were hanging out with other filmmakers na who were also in competition. So, wala kaming politics na ito, mga kalaban to, mga ganito. Wala. So, we were just there having a great time. Until the awards night, na sabi, so, bago mag-awards night, buti na lang ang nalaman namin, nagbihis kami. Kung hindi. And when our names, nauna yung Jury's Choice Award. So, talagang happy kami. There were feelers, but you don't, until you hear your name. Nung nanalo na, well, that was it. Of course, you may prepared speech ka ng konti, pero hindi ka naman uutal-utal doon na mukha kang tanga. But then, napura lahat yun. You know, it felt like you're representing the country. Parang Gilas, Philippines Gilas. Even there 1 second, they were crying and these were big men. And so, emotionally, you get very emotional because hindi lang ito para sa'yo, hindi alam mo. You have 90 million people behind you. So, yun ang feeling mo na nanginginig na you just compose yourself. And after that, tuwa ka siyempre. Na, oy, totoo talaga. Totoo. Once you get hold of the trophy and the bouquet. Pero, ang sarap ng feeling. We won once for Batang West Side in Belgium, but I wasn't there. So, this is the first time na happy ako, I decided to attend Puchon the second time around. Inimagine ko lang feeling na nanalo ka at wala ka doon. Di ba? So, for me, that was it. Maybe pinapunta talaga ako para lang to experience the whole thing. And to tell you honestly, it's an assault to the senses. Lahat ng hindi mo ma-explain yung feelings mo na maiyak ka, matuwa ka, maano ka. So, bilang artista, you compose lang. I would like to thank you. Pero sa loob-loob ko talagang, you can't describe the feeling.
Thank you po. Kay Direk Eric po, how hard it is po ba na pagsama-sama nito malalaking artist na ito sa isang pelikula, lalong-lalo na po na alam natin na medyo busy po yung mga schedule nilang lahat?
Wala ka ng first, no?
Ay.
Sagutan yan, pero sasagutin na din yung Direk Eric. Wala ka ng first? This one, dalawa yung game plan. The game plan is to get really capable actors, capable and talented actors. But the game plan also is to put together a list of names na bago sa paningin. Alam mo yun? Hindi lang siya yung parang, magaling tong artista, kunin. It is really, I think, it was a conscious effort on our part to put together a cast na parang, pag nilagay mo si Joey Marquez, Joel Torre, Piolo, Gerald, I think that makes for an interesting project. Kahit hindi mo alam yung kwento, makita mo yung mukha nilang apat, okay to di ba? Parang napagsama-sama itong mga to Alam mo yun, there's that kind of strategy that's going on in our heads. So that goes as well with all the supporting actors, no? We haven't seen much of Michael De Mesa in films lately, of the past few years. So we really pushed for Michael to play the congressman. Si Leo Martinez has been famous as a comedian, but he's a really good theater dramatic actor. And casting him as the general, I think that pushes also the surprise factor for such a casting. Vivian Velez, of course, is an icon. For the role that we got for her, we really wanted an iconic character na parang kahit tapyas-tapyas lang yung mukha, pag alam mo si Vivian Velez, yung parang iba yung dating eh, di ba? Boses pa lang, alam mo yun, malakas yung kanya. I've worked with William Martinez early on in my second film, and I think he's one of the most underrated actors. Lagi lang natin iniisip, pilyo siya, gano'n-gano'n, pero he's a really good. Sa dami ba naman ang ginawa niyang Ismael Bernal, no? City After Dark, Believe It Boys. I think you can see how far it could go as an actor. Ganon. Ang dami. And of course, we just didn't want to work with the veteran actors, no? I was surprised with Empress. Kasi, alam mo yun, sa mga ganitong edad, which is mga 15 years old. Sa mga ganitong edad, nananantya ka eh kung marunong ba to or puro TV lang ang acting nito. Ang hirap ng TV acting ha. Pag napunta ka sa artista na TV yung acting, yari ka na talaga. Yung alam mo yung alam na nila yung style na pag malungkot, may tingin-tingin sa baba, yung hindi nanggagaling sa loob. Diba? With Empress, she really surprised me kasi napakan-relax niya as an actor. Hindi lang siya nakakaalala ng mga pangalan ng katrabaho niya. Pero, parang joke namin yun. Si Dawn also, we were very careful with casting her for the film. Primarily because she'll be working, ang daming baguhan na pag nakatrabaho yung malaking artista, parang yung galit ka! Parang alam mo yun, nanginginig na sila sa takot kasi, di ba, parang malaking artista yung kaharap nila eh. So it took, hindi ko alam sa anong galing yung courage ni Don. They met only once, and then kaagad sumapak na, second day of shoot. Kasama na namin si Don for the whole day. Diba? And mahirap yung ginawa ni Don, no? Aside from the dramatic scenes, she also did a love scene with Gerald. Na si Gerald, parang gulat na gulat din. Ganito pala yung love scene. Hindi pala siya parang close up lang na amoy-amoy, diba? Talagang love scene talaga, diba? Love kung love, diba? So it was a grueling 8-hour shoot. Oh, diba?
Just the love scene, direct?
Oo. Ang dugo.
Oh my God.
Ang dugo talaga. Nakakatulog na ako sa playback. Diba? Nagpukuan ako eh. Madugo yung love scene na yan.
Wow.
Ayan.
The longest love scene yata yan.
Hindi, nag-post ako dati sa Twitter ko when we were shooting the love scene niya and we were shooting the love scene of Piolo and Shaina.
Okay. Ilang hours naman yan?
2 days nga yun. Hindi ko natapos ng first day. I tweeted na sabi ko, the action scenes are as difficult to shoot as the love scenes. Kasi maselan ng artista, alagaan mo, di ba? Kailangan relax sila.
Sakit sa tuhod.
Oo, totoo yung labi din. Kasi may bigote siya. So, babantayan mo na baka namumula na mamaya yung bibig ni Don.
Okay. Okay na? Okay, another question. Go ahead.
Usually kasi yung action movies are being labeled as a guy film, a guy movie. Now, I would like to ask the ladies' perspective about this. Na it can be also taken as an inclusive movie. Na that what I want to ask is can women appreciate watching action movies, starting with this one?
Ako hindi ko alam, pero isa rin kasi sa mga dream roles ko to na gusto ko makagawa ng action talaga. Na ako talaga yung lumalaban, nakikipagbarilan. Gusto ko yun eh. Ayun. Siguro ako na-appreciate ko kasi meron akong ganong side of me. Kaya na-appreciate ko siya. Tsaka syempre, as an actor, kailangan open ka sa mga ganon eh. Hindi lang kailangan porket sa drama ka lang magaling, yun lang yung gusto mo. Kailangan open ka sa comedy, sa action, sa lahat. So, ayun, siguro dahil ganon nga ako, kaya ako na-appreciate. Pero siguro sa lahat, sa mga ibang babae, siguro dahil sa tema na rin ng pelikula, kaya ma-appreciate nila. Kahit super girly, pag napanood nila tong pelikula, I'm sure naman na talagang ma-appreciate din nila. Kaya, ayun, so, feeling ko naman, magugustuhan ng lahat ng mga tao, kahit babae, basta kung ano ipapakita ng pelikula na magugustuhan talaga nila.
Is it, that goes for Don as well? Don?
Yeah, ganun.
Yeah, ganun din.
Ako naman kasi, trip na trip ko talaga yung mga ganyan, yung mga hardcore kind of movies, yung mga trip kong movies. So, na-appreciate ko talaga. And for the other girls, I think naman na ma-appreciate ko nila kasi hindi lang siya action, pure action. It's also parang, it involves like family. So, feeling ko maraming maka-appreciate and makaka-relate din sa story. So,
Ako naman, feeling ko with Piolo and Gerald naman. Just ka-appreciate ako, no? Kaya talaga, pinasa ka mga...
James, gusto ko nang i-add on.
Go ahead, Jen.
Ayan, sir. Just in case na baka mag-lead on kayo na, of course, based sa trailer, napaka-intense na movie. But like Don said, it's not just an action film. Actually, I think that's not the reason to watch it. It's a beautiful, beautiful story, well-directed, and ang galing po mga artista. So I just really hope na that would be the reason to watch the movie, not just because it's an action film, because it's not. It's a very, very beautiful story. At sana yun po ikalat natin.
Yung dinasabi ni Papa P.
And the fact that it was chosen for the Director's Fortnight in Cannes, and it won an award in Puchon, which is an international festival, that speaks for itself na, you're not here for an action. Birang-bira may nananalo sa action movies, di ba? So, with that alone, you could see the spectrum of the film na hindi siya action ang inaano na talaga. It's the story. Again, it's a story, the story, the story.
Saka, while we were doing the movie naman, Direk Eric and Star Cinema naman, we're very conscious na wag lang kami mag-appeal to a particular kind of audience. Gusto namin na lahat ng Pilipino naman na makapanood dito, makaka-appreciate ito. In fact, nung sa Cannes nga kami.
Yes!
Iba, kami ni Kinan, si Kinan kasi kasama na, si Kinan ang head ng international distribution namin. When we were interviewing people, nung nanood sa Director's Fortnight screening namin, karamihan nang lumalapit sa amin, para ni Kinan, para magsabi ng reviews sila, were women. And they were really, really surprised, number one, nagulat sila sa ending.
Number ending?
Basta. Number two, galing na galing sa performances ng actors and actresses. Sobrang talagang... In general, galing na galing sila sa mga Filipino actors talaga. Tapos nun, pangatlo, na-appreciate nila sobra yung family angle ng movie. Sabi nila, so it's not really just an action movie, no? Parang sabi nila, it's really more of the relationship of the men and the relationship with the women in their families, the women in their lives. So, sobrang tuwang-tuwa kami kasi akala namin, kami lang nakakuha nung insight na yun about the story. Pero hindi pala, no? The French people, the German people, the British people there, sobra nilang naintindihan at nakita rin yung insight na yun na it's not only an action flick, it's actually a very good movie with a good story.
So parang surprise experience watching the movie kasi this is just nakikita natin, this is not,
hindi
diba?
pa siya yung total feel ng buong pelikula. Mas marami pa siyang i-offer pag
Good. Excited. Okay. Kaya hindi ka nakanganga. Tatanong ka nga.
Ako talaga.
Kala ko si Candice magtatanong.
Ako na daw po.
Pakilala ka daw.
Hi, I'm Nicole po from Chubby Chicha, the Blogspot. For Empress, since ito yung first mo with Direk Eric, how was the experience and did you do any special preparations for this movie?
Actually, yung sinabi sa akin na na kasama ako sa film na to. Biglaan lang din parang last minute. So,
Sama mo, JP. Tinuro si JP. JP, masama.
Mga last 5 minutes.
last 5 minutes, gano'n.
Salang na agad. Salang na.
Hindi, may gano'n naman talaga, di ba? Yung, kasama ako dito last minute.
Kaya, pag namin na parang buong buo yung pagplano.
Kasi ang daming artista direct, di ba? Ang daming artista. Anyway, ayun na nga. So, syempre yung in-offer nila sa akin to, natuwa naman ako. Sabi ko, wow, kakaiba, action drama. At yung na-meet ko na si Direk Eric Bati, tandaan ko yung pangalan.
Ano ba sinasabi niya direct?
Kasi tinatanong niya, ano yung last show? Yung last show mo, si director mo, diba? Wala akong masagot sa kanya, kasi syempre starstruck din ako sa kanya. Ayun na nga, sobrang masaya na na-meet ko si Direk Eric dahil sobrang hindi ko alam yung presence ni Direk. Talagang pagpasok ko pa lang, pagtingin ko pa lang sa itsura niya, parang sa mata niya, parang in character na agad ako. Ay, yung ganang feeling, sobrang lakas ng impact. Totoo, wala bola yun. So masaya na nabigyan ako ng chance sa katrabaho ko si Direk Eric Mati. At yung preparation ko dito, siguro nag-research ako tungkol sa mga hitman kasi gusto kong maramdaman na yung time na ma-reveal na kay Pina na kasi hindi niya alam kung ano talaga yung totoong trabaho ng tatay niya. Akala niya okay ang tatay niya, hindi niya alam kung ano yung totoong ginagawa. So yung time na nalaman na niya, gusto kong maramdaman sa bilang isang anak, ano ba yung gano'ng kasakit ba na malaman na ganun yung ginagawa ng tatay mo. No? All this time, akala mo matino siya, all this time, akala mo okay siyang ama sa'yo. Tapos yung pala, ang sama niya pumakita siya ng tao and all. So parang, ano kayang pakiramdam nun? Gano'n kaya kasakit? So, ayun, kumuha lang ako ng mga konti na ideas kung ano ba yung mga ginagawa ng mga hitman. Para pag yung reaction ko dun sa nalaman ko na kung ano ba siya talaga, parang paano niya ako mahihit, kung gaano kasakit ba yung dapat kong maramdaman. So, ayun yung isa sa mga preparations na ginawa ko.
Thank you.
Take note of the last shot ni Empress in the film. That's around 3 shots away from the end credits. Kung may mga coffee table book, di ba? On the job, pwedeng ilagay yung picture, yung still na yun ng shot niya na nakatingin sa tatay.
Oh, maganda. More question, chubby.
Naalala ko, ano po?
Problema ba tayo sa chubby? Problema naman tayo. Go ahead. Ano, meron pa?
Meron po.
Okay, go ahead.
Kay Sir Joel Torre po, you've done a lot of roles na yung father figure po kayo. Tapos, this time, ano po yung masabi niyong pagkakaiba or kapareho nung pagiging tatay niyo ngayon kay Empress dito sa role niyo? Given na yung role niyo nasa loob kayo ng kulungan.
Ito ba ako kay Empress, no? Bago nito. 100 days kami nagkita dito. Of course, it's very difficult if you're living a double life or a secret life. So sa labas, papakitang tao ka na katulad nila sa tight na tight, hindi pa na. Last minute pala. No. We try to maintain the same, which kind of critical when we're shooting the film, because you could do it 2 ways. Obviously, that you're keeping something for her, from her, or play it na wala ka lang nakakaalam. Hindi talagang alam, audience na nakakaalam. So it was very tricky. But since I was comfortable with her and we talked, so I think birthday mo pa yan, no? May first shooting day, may birthday cake kami. Oo, so yan, naalala ko yun. Walang laglagan dito, ha? And she was happy, obviously. So I played on to that, you know, maganda yung chemistry, especially with a mother like Angel Aquino. Obviously, maganda yung anak namin, dahil ng nanay si Angel Aquino, hindi dahil sa tatay. But then, yes, we had one really good confrontation scene. I was thinking about, of course, available stimulus, siya, and about my daughters also now. So, that is it. Pero maganda, ang tricky part lang, you're living a double life, a secret life, how to make it in the obvious. Yun. Pero she's very good. Tama si Direk Eric, look at that last 3 frames of the film.
Hindi ko sila pinayaran, ha?
Iniwan pa yung birthday cake mo sa amin. Yeah. Okay, that's your birthday, first shooting day, no? What's second? Second day.
Okay na.
Last one.
Go ahead.
For Gerald, finally, mas-showing na yung OTJ. How excited are you for
Ay,
this?
kailangan sa show.
So, it's August 28. Yun, I'm sobrang excited. Nung, you know, just kasi sobrang kaming ang layo pa na narating namin because of the film. Nakarating pa ako sa isang festival because of this film. Maganda po yung feedbacks ng pagdating namin doon. And tulad po na sinabi ni Tito Joel kanina, parang kami smart gilas na, parang kami gilas na nagre-represent ng country. Bata pa na ako, yun yung pangarap ko to represent the country I'm from. Kaya nung nakarating kami doon, sobrang akong excited. Naghanda ako ng barong, meron akong maliit na, ano tawag din, yung maliit na yung flag ng Pilipinas dito. Kasi I wanted to show everybody na nandun na Pinoy kami. Nandito kami because of yung talent, yung hard work na binuwas namin dito sa OTJ. Yung pinaka-surreal na moment was after our premiere, na nagtayuhan lahat ng tao. And to think that everybody there was French, iba't ibang lahi, pero and the movie was in Tagalog, pero sobrang nila naiintindihan. May subtitles, but yung kwento, yung values, yung message na gusto namin parating, kuha nila. I think it's 2-minute standing ovation.
Wow.
Tapos, yung natitiri-eyed na ako, sinabi ko kay Bill, bro, tara na. Kasi iyak na ako dito. Mas natawag sa peace. Sabi ni Bill, ako rin, tara na. It was just, sobrang amazing experience for me. You know, kasi nag-start ako sa isang reality show, Pinoy Big Brother. And, nag-TV lang po ako, mga mainstream movies. And just to think na makarating ako doon because of
Journey niya.
is sobrang humbling ng experience. Sobrang blessed ako na kasama ko sa OTJ. And I'm very excited.
Thank you.
Pwede ba may...
Ay, umuulit si Mami Jo.
Ulit. Sorry po. Since the movie seems to play on a lesson about konsensya. And anong gagawin mo for surviving, getting by with that kind of life? Have you met Hitman, Mr. Joel Torre, and the rest of the class? And have you met yung talagang real Hitman? Tapos, ano yung experience? Did you also imagine kung paano nila kinakalimutan ng konsensya nila to do the job?
I have and I did. Because as an actor, whenever I meet people, I make it a point na gusto mo malaman ang kwento nila kasi hindi mo alam, magagamit ko rin. And then, because as an actor, you're supposed to study about life. And these are very colorful. The catch doon, he was a guy from Boracay, no? Tapos, we were living in the same village. I think niya was very close sa mayor. So, we were hanging out drinking, mga Ilonggo. Ang striking, he's not the killer na barumbado, na stoned, na bato-bato yung katawan, o ano. He was very small, he was tiny. Pumapasok siya sa mga barko, para hindi siya, they chose him because he could hide himself everywhere. And he's very soft-spoken, pero yung mata ang nakakaiba. you can see that hindi siya may tinatago. It's very what do you call it, flighty yung mata. Yung medyo magalaw. Yun ang ko. Tapos it's not the typical stereotype assassin you think. Tapos he was cut, kinuha siya hindi dahil sa buong loob niya, kundi is very stealthy. Malit siya eh. Madali siyang makatago. Yun. And my dad was in the World War II. He's not an assassin, mind you. But I'm sure he's killed a lot of Japanese soldiers. And he never makes kwento about it. This guy never did make kwento. Hindi niya kinakwento. It's the other people na kinakwento. So siya, coming from him, wala siyang sinasabi. He's very quiet. Very quiet. And so was my dad. Whenever we ask, ano nangyari sa gera? Only during his deathbed did he tell us kung ano nangyari sa kanya. So, it's not about being assassin or being it's about the experience of killing people. Na, siyempre, I don't think wala kang makitang may isang taong nakapatid tao na nagmamayabang. Of course, tinatago nila yun. So, yun ang contrast actually.
Si Jen.
Si Jen, kaya naka-hit ka na ng hitman?
Actually, oo. Nung bata pa ako, kasi lumaki ako sa Jensen. Doon, kabasketball mo lang, isang hitman na yun. Hindi mo, tama si Tito John, hindi mo alam kung sino sila. Hindi halata. But once na, pag nalaman mo at nakita mo sa eyes nila, may something sa eyes nila na very different. Kita mo yung
Well, I'd like to use the term shifty. Hindi flight. Shifty, magalaw ba?
Yan, ayun, hindi sila nagayabang, they're very quiet, they keep to themselves, kumbaga tahimik lang sila. Pero yun, I've experienced it, meron sa kapitbahay ko, meron ka-basketball ko, bigyan mo lang sila ng isang bote na tanduay, gagawin nila yun. I mean, ganun ka Siyempre sa buhay namin, but it's very true, totoo siya, sa hirap ng buhay, gagawin nila lahat just to have, yung konting pera lang. At I think, yun, yung tito ko rin, kapatid ng dad ko, hindi siya hitman pero he was in the US Army, lumaban siya sa Vietnam. Ang dami rin nilang patay, pero yun nga, hindi namin napag-usapan, never niya binabanggit. Pero there's something, iba sa mata, as a presence ng tao kapag, yun nga, hitman. At sana nakuha namin yun sa OTJ.
Pakilala mo sa akin, Jay, ang hitman na yan.
Yes, andito siya, actually.
Oh my God. Andito pala. Sino pang gusto mong magtanong? Yun ay okay na. Sige.
Last question na lang po. What lesson do you want the viewers to learn from the movie? Pero RA,
To be a hitman, actually.
Direct, are you aiming for
resolution?
Day classification na PG ba to? R ba to?
JP? Yes.
GP.
Ba to?
We just finished with the MTRCB. We were given an R16.
R16.
Which is masaya.
Kakaiba yung rating, ha? R16. Di ba, R13, PG-13, R16.
And they really love the film. That's why, sila, mabait sila. Yeah.
We should watch the movie because...
No, hindi siya, marami kang makukuhang insights human insights. And it may not necessarily be lessons. Diba? Hindi siya yung parang preachy, wala siyang, I think what we captured in the film, which is what we really intended, is to not be judgmental about choices that the characters make in the film. Kasi alam natin pumatay hindi maganda, di ba? Pero given the situation of the characters in the film, you would understand why they're doing it. Oo. Yun na nga ang hirap because in the film, you will be introduced to several people that you think kontrabida, bida, But then, eventually, hindi mo na maintindihan kung kanino ka nagro-root eh. Diba? There's this one scene after an hour into the film where nagkita-kita silang apat, hindi mo alam kung gusto mo bang mahuli sila or gusto mo bang makatakbo sila. Nakuha mo kasi naiintindihan mo rin ang pressure sa karakter ni Piolo at ni Joey to solve the case. But at the same time, naiintindihan mo rin na hindi sila dapat mahuli kasi sayang ah. Pag nahuli sila, di ba, kawawa yung mga yan. Alam mo yun, ang lakas ng ganon. And that's what we're proud of. Kasi lagi na lang, di ba, we pass judgment. When I see films that pass judgment on a particular story, parang it doesn't trust its audience to think for itself. Diba? Na parang, ay dito ako. This one allows you to really choose which side are you on without us telling you na dito ka kumampi, dito ka sa kabila kumampi.
Si Jay, may dadag po.
Kasi why should we watch the film, no? Basically, number one, kasi this is part of Star Cinema's 20th anniversary, no? We're really happy that with Direct Eric Mac and Reality Entertainment, we're offering something new on the table. Sa dami ng pelikulang ginawa ng Star Cinema over the last 20 years, siguro nearly 200 or more than 200 na nagawa ng pelikula.
223 yata.
Oo, no? Ganun karami EJ, no? So parang we're excited that we are going to give something different to the audience, to the Filipino viewers. Lalo na dahil ang Star Cinema, kung maalala nyo, 20 years ago, high school student pa lang ako noon. Oo. Ang unang pelikula ng Star Cinema nirelease ay
yung kay Bang Rebilla.
Yes, Ronquillo. So actually, ang Star Cinema, nag-start talaga siya as a producer of action films. No? So parang we are continuing the legacy of creating action films. Pero this time around, with Direct Eric Mati at the helm of the project, alam namin na kakaiba naman yung offer niya. Hindi na to throwback lang to the 90s, to the 80s action.
Francis John Posadas, wala muna tayo.
Ayun, parang magbibigay ng panibagong flavor si Direct Eric dun sa sa pelikula. At saka nga iniisip namin tong pelikula to, how we gonna develop it, how we even gonna promote it. Pumapasok talaga sa isip namin pag pinapanood namin ulit yung main take. Parang, nga no, ang sinasabi niya basically kasi is, hindi lahat ng mali, hindi lahat ng masama ay mali at hindi lahat ng mabuti ay tama. So tama nga si Direct Eric sinabi niya na you can't pass judgment on what people do and on who people are. Diba? Minsan hindi mo alam, kaya pala sila forced to do something like this ay dahil sa mga totoo at compelling motivations. Pamilya, pag-ibig, pangangailangan, and everything else. Survival yun. So why should people watch it? Ako kasi feeling ko marami kayong makukuhang bago talaga din sa pelikula.
Nice. Okay, thanks James. Candice for the last question.
Good afternoon po, I'm Candice. Question ko lang, parang ang daming pinagdaanan ng pelikula, ang daming draft sa script, mga schedule, creative differences, and lahat, no? Parang, what fueled you guys, siguro my question goes to Direct Eric, JP, lalo na, and kay Sir Joel, what fueled you to really push this project to make it work?
Hindi, binabalikan ko lang sa utak ko yung when we started writing this, which was 3.5 years ago, after nung teaser na ginawa namin ito, I don't know what pushed me. I was in the middle of advertising work. I was doing commercials na sunod-sunod, but I parked my schedule for 6 months just to write the material. Sulat na siyempre ang dami mong trial and error, daming alam mo yun. And then when we finally finished the script, parang mahal mo na siya, di ba? Hindi siya yung parang nanligaw ka na ng babae, nakita mo, gusto mo na siya. Ito, parang nung dinedevelop mo, parang doon ka lang na in love eh. Kasi ang dami mong ginawa, ang dami mong inisip, ang dami mong... So, when we had the script in our hands, and we wanted it to be produced in the mainstream, Originally, I remember, I don't know kung naalala ni JP pa to, the first time we were discussing casting for a project like this, I really wanted big stars. Sabi ko, it's the kind of film wherein talagang kailangan malaki yung artista, yung listahan ng artista. But, when it was not yet time to do it during that time, I would have settled, I actually kind of settled for a small project just to do this. Diba? Kasi parang nasasayangan ka that you have something in your hand, a material in your hand that's written, pero hindi siya, ang napipicture mo sa utak mo, hindi nagagawa hindi nangyayari. Diba? So you're just ready to just have it shot, get it in the can, and show it to everyone. Swerte na lang, ano ba naman, I think it's serendipitous, anong tawag mo dyan, na Star Cinema looked at the script again. Na hindi ko na sinasabi sa Star, ha? Star Cinema reminded me, can we look at, do you have a new draft of the script? Can we look at it again? And when I sent it to them, 3 days later, they said yes. At ganun kabilis. So, yun. And ako tuwang-tuwa ako, ang dami ko naririnig na horror, ito kwanto, honest. Dami ko narinig na horror stories about Star Cinema. Diba? I've never worked with Star Cinema. I've been in the industry since 1993. I directed in 1998. And when Star Cinema decided to produce the film, I said, okay, I'll listen to Star Cinema. Diba? Because they've been in the business longer than I am. Pero they had total trust on the project. Yun talaga yung asintuang-tuwa ko. And sabihin na nila sell out, di ba? Pero talagang ang lakas ng tiwala ko with Star Cinema. Hindi yan parang, di ba? I just needed to say it because everyone would say sell out yung line na yan. Pero I really had a great time working with everyone. Si JP, parang nagtutugma lang lahat. Alam mo yun, wala yung parang comment na, direct pwede bang, ha? Ano yan? Saan nagkagaling yung comment na yan? Alam mo yun, that's when I realized, and I said it in another interview, I said it in another magazine, I said, they know what they're doing. Star Cinema knows what they're doing. They know how to look at the films. I mean, they may know how to, they may think of how to make it very mainstream. Pero, even if it's not mainstream, they know how to look at the script. So, yeah.
Tara, James, nakuha mo yung magandang comment from Direct Eric. Ibalik mo yan, ha? Ibalik mo sa kanya rin niya.
Ibalik mo talaga si Eric Mati. Actually, tama si Direct Eric na eh. Sabi ko kanina, 2010 ko pa unang nabasa yung third draft ng script, ganun katagal. Tapos noon, mangyak-miyak pa nga ako nung nag-decide kami na wag muna ituloy at that time. Kasi gusto ko talaga yung project na yun eh. Sobrang pinagdadasal ko kay Lord na matuloy yung project na yan. So nakalimutan na. 2011, 2012 dumaan. Actually, nagkaroon pa kami ng isang project ni Direct Eric na hindi matuloy eh. Isang horror project. Tapos noon, 2013, nagulat na lang ako. Sinasabi na ni Miss Malu Santos, ng Tita Malu sa akin, JP, naalala mo yung on the job? Sabi ko, oh yes, Tita Malu, of course. Gagawin na natin yun. Talaga, sobrang tuwa talaga ako. Tapos nagulat ako, the next day, may meeting na kami with Direct Eric and Dodon Monteverde of Reality Entertainment. Then nagkakast na kami at sobrang talagang ang dami-dami mga artistang dumaan sa mga namin, sa mga boards namin. Actually nga from the very start, si Sir Joel yating natira from the very start na pangalan eh. So ang dami-daming dumaan, no? But we were very, very happy kasi ang dami-dami namin debate. Magaling ba yan? May presence ba yan? Pinadali ba sa box office? Ang dami kinoconsider eh. I'm very happy that we have Joel Torre, Empress, Don, Gerald, Raver, Piolo, Angel Aquino, no, and all the other actors, Shaina, Michael De Mesa. Kasi parang nung pinanood namin yung final film, ang ganda-ganda talaga Candice, nung nag-viewing nga kami dun sa reality theater, parang wow! Sobrang, ngayon lang kami nakita ng pelikulang ganito after a long, long time.
Wow! Yan
Yeah, sobrang kami, proud kami. Tapos noon, tutuwa kami kasi si Direct Eric din was very, very open-minded, no? About everything. Halimbawa, may comments ng Star Cinema. Kasi syempre, alam niyo naman ng Star Cinema, lagi importante sa amin ang values, importante sa amin ang family stories, ganyan, ang romance. So sabi ko, Direk, ito yung mga hinihingi lang namin, diba? To make it more appealing to a broader audience, ganyan. And in fairness kay Direk, lahat ng hiningi namin, ibinigay niya talaga. Sobrang talagang lahat. Even, ayan. Ganun siya kagaling.
Nagaling niya ang palakpakan niya. Tributan ba ito? Tributan?
Oo. Mutual admiration club kami natin. Hindi, sobrang hindi kami nagkaroon ng iba yung mga horror stories sa industries, mga nagsisigawang director, nagsisigawang producer.
Marami pa rin namang nangyayari dyan.
Well, in the case of On the Job, hindi siya nangyari. Sobrang smooth sailing kami sa lahat. Even yung mga MTRCB approval, kapit kamay kami, mga showing sa Cannes Film Festival, sobrang happy kami. In fact, Candice, siguro yung fruits na nung labor namin was not aside from the Cannes at saka yung Puchon Film Festival, very happy kami na we got a distributor na will exhibit the movie abroad, which is showing siya sa North America by Well Go. So magkakaroon siya ng US screening doon, no? In several theaters. Tapos nakasama pa siya sa Fantastic Festival sa US din. So kumbaga, this is a project na ang dami-dami niyang dinadalang miracles sa amin ngayon. So kaya kami tuwang-tuwa doon. So I'm very happy na, ako personally, Candy, is happy to have the opportunity to work with sila mga actors, sila Sir Joel, sila Gerald, Don Empress, sila Piolo. Sobrang nag-enjoy kaming working together. And I think, sana in the future, we'll have another opportunity na mag-come together again to make another movie. Kung hindi man On the Job, something different na mabibigay namin siguro for the 25th anniversary ng Star Cinema.
Sige, tutuloy natin. Sabi, kay Sir Joel, bilang the original pala.
I think it all lies on the strength of the script alone to begin with. Kasi napakaganda ng kwento. Very rare for Filipino film to have such ingredients that you have really, really great stories. So, nung ginawa namin yung pitch, everybody said, oh, ang ganda ng short film. Di ba? It could be a short film by itself. Nakakapanghinayang lang kung hanggang short film na siya. You could see the potential behind the material. And there were feelers by the strength of the script. People were interested to make a remake even though hindi pa nagawa pelikula. Parang gano'n na yung premise ng script. And mind you, it all starts with the story and the script. I mean, thank God it was Eric Michiko, and at the same time siya ng director ng pelikula. So it was an auteur job, which is very rare. And it has all the right formulas. You got the biggest studio in Philippine cinema now, which is Star Cinema. And you infuse it with a very, very fresh idea that's indie at the same time main, which they coin a maindy. So and then you have all these formulas for success. And that's why when it was released, everything went smoothly. Because Philippine cinema needs something like On the Job. We can't rely ourselves with, going to festivals and, winning awards. At the same time, people don't buy your films. The bottom line of going to festivals is for you to sell. It's a showcase of your films. And in this case, for the Philippines, they were so successful with On the Job that North America, France, and Australia bought On the Job. Plus Japan and so yun yung mga factors we should all consider. Why it was bought? It was insightful, it's entertaining, and at the same time, it's enlightening. You see Philippine society as like this. Who are the big fish or the small fish? Who should be in jail? Who should not be? Things like this happens rare, comes once in a few, in a blue moon. So we should tulungan natin to. In other words, you got the interest of Cannes, you got the interest of Puchon, you got the interest. These festival people also want to help out what's in the Philippines. There's a big focus on Philippine cinema. and they want the whole spectrum, which is not just a Love Diaz or a Brillante Mendoza, there's an Eric Mati, there's a lot of it. And this one will be a big showcase for Philippine cinema outside that has the potential to sell. So I think that's it. And it all starts with a germ idea. What if an assassin is being brought down and makes a hit, but at the same time he goes inside? That was the whole premise, that was the whole germ idea. And it says a lot about Philippine society. So I think that's it. And you got a great director to begin with, and a very good-looking cast. Well-acted actor. They must have specified it. Well-acted by the actors. So you got all this right formula. I think that's it. That's why we should make it.
Thank you. I just have one last question. Isa lang, just for everyone. We have a trailer kasi looping in. Ito ang mga qualifications para makuha yung trabaho. So, as an individual, parang anong mga qualifications? Just one classification para matanggap ka bilang si JP, si Don, si Gerald, si Eric, si Empress, at si Joel Torres.
Lalim-lalima naman, parang nagsisimula lang pa tayo. Okay, anong qualification para matanggap?
Bilang isang JP, bilang isang Don, bilang isang Gerald, bilang isang Jirel.
Sino tatanggap?
Isa sila. Sila yung mag-screen.
Okay.
Para ma-qualify bilang si JP Abelera. Ano yung hinahanap niya na isang quality to fit in his role?
Ano bang role ni JP dito?
Sexy.
Benta si JP sa kanan.
Go, James.
I heard.
Pento mo yan ha, JP. Sa kanan.
Mas benta si Tito Joel, di ba yung
Mahal-mahal doon ang inumin doon.
Then siguro one word, Candice, creative. Creative.
Lalo yun pa ba naman si JP? Creative manager. Si Don kaya. Anong qualification para masabi mo?
Like, ano ba? Siguro, courageous.
Courageous. Spell courageous. Brave na lang ha. Okay. Jay, ikaw, ano ba?
Siguro, work ethic. Work ethic ko.
Mukhang proud na proud talaga siya. Dahil talaga namang, ilang years ka na dyan sa showbiz? 4?
7
years. 7 years.
7 years. Nag-start ako ng 17 ako.
Okay, later si Direk. Si Empress muna.
Siguro, being humble.
Iba lang talaga. Sige, si Sir Joel kaya.
Quality.
Parang di sila serious sa mga sagot nila. Si Direk Eric kaya. Let's hear from him.
Puta. Puta, pwede rin slash pok-pok.
Pok-pok. Okay, with that, thank you everyone for coming. Mabilis lang na message from our creators, actors, and producers. Please, JP, pasalamatan natin ang ating mga vloggers for being with us today.
Okay, thank you sa lahat na napunta dito. Thank you, vloggers. Sana tulungan nyo kami i-promote yung movie na to, August 28. Marami ng tao nanood nito sa Europe, sa ibang parts of the world. So, para sa Pilipino, sana panoorin nyo yung lahat.
Thanks, James. Don?
Ayun po, maraming salamat po sa pagpunta at pag-listen to us.
Tama. Ilongga rin kasi siya. Ilongga rin.
Nagpapakorot kami lahat. Ayun po, sana supportan niyo po OTJ sa August 28 na po show.
Sir Joel, please.
Please, tulungan natin. It's my first time to go on a vloggers conference. I super enjoyed it. It's just so much fun. And, let's get a wider audience, not only for here but also for outside. Let's put the interest of the Phil-Ams or with the Filipinos outside of the country, not only here, para mas malayo yung marating ng on the job. Thank you, salamat.
Thank you, Sir Joel. Empress.
Maraming salamat po ulit sa pagpunta niyo dito at malaki po yung tiwala namin na malaki din po ang tulong na maibibigay niyo sa pelikulang ito at sana supportahan niyo po kami. On the job, malapit naman sa August 20.
Thank you. And Derek Eric.
Yes, everyone, di ba sanay na kayo sa press con na panoorin niyo po, marami kayong mapupulot na aral, masaya po siya, quality film po siya, gano'n. Dami na kayo narinig na gano'n. Pero this one, we're really proud to present it to you guys come August 28th, and we're hoping that you spread the word, di ba? Everyone says more than advertising, it's really the word of mouth that pushes the film further to have more legs in the coming weeks of the showing. So we want you guys to be the ambassador for the film. So I hope you spread the word.
Thanks, Derek. And of course, namiss talaga natin siya. Sharon.
Ayun, maraming pong salamat sa inyo lahat sa pagpunta. I just wanna say thank you. Thank you po sa lahat ng mga great questions yun na tungkol sa movie. First time hindi ako sanay sa ganitong press con. Thank you. At sana po supportahan niyo kami sa OTJ. Thank you. Saan ka pupunta?
Okay.
Thank you po.
Spread the word about cinema experience of a great of a Filipino story. Thank you so much.